Hey guys, welcome to the channel WaterBear Cycles. My name's John. This is a 2016 Trek Madone 9.2 full carbon road bike. This bike is an OCLV 600 carbon. So it's a nice lightweight, fast riding carbon. The Madone is the aero tubing race geometry road bike that Trek offers. This bike was pretty much one of the pioneers. They kind of started the trend of aero tubing road bikes. I think back in 2014 is when they started doing aero tubing on the race geometry bikes. What that is it's an aero tube design that's designed for better aerodynamics when you're riding the bike. So if you can see how the down tube and the fork and everything you can see on the bike, frame tubing wise, is more or less shaped like a blade. It's basically airplane wing technology. So it gives you less resistance when you're riding versus a round tubing bike. And then being the OCLV 600, of course, it's a nice lightweight carbon. And with the race geometry, it's a nice stiff design. This bike's got a lot of neat features built into it. It has an ISO speed dampening system on it. So if you look right here, there's some rubber dampening that's going to be in the C-tube area. So because it's a race geometry and it's a stiff bike, they kind of make the bike, or the ISO is actually going to eat some of the vibration that comes up, you know, through the frame into your body. So that kind of makes the ride a little bit more comfortable for you. This bike is a rim brake bike, but don't dismiss it because it has some super strong Bontrager integrated brakes on this bike. Again, everything on this bike is aero, so you can see actually one of the neat features of this bike is when you turn the handlebars, the flap opens up, creating less drag in the wind when you're riding the bike. So it's a pretty neat feature there. MSRP price point on this bike was $6,000. It is a rim brake bike. You know, a lot of guys, you'll see that they're riding disc brakes. Don't dismiss rim brakes, especially if you're not riding in areas where there is a lot of descending or you really need the advantage of the disc brake, because the disc brake is a higher maintenance system and they do add some weight to the bike. So rim brake is much more simple. And again, these Bontrager brakes, I mean, they stop on a dime. I've been in the bike industry for 32 years. I ride road bikes, and both of my road bikes that I use are rim brake bikes, just because I like the simplicity and I like the lightweight option that the rim brakes give you versus a disc brake. And of course I don't have to worry about bleeding them in hydraulic fluid and all that stuff. So again, 2016 Trek Madone 9.2. This is an Ultegra setup, so it's Shimano Ultegra 11 speed, so it's a 2x11 speed bike. So you got 22 speeds on this bike. Features the Bontrager Paradigm Elite 700C tubeless ready wheel. So again, even 2016, this bike has tubeless ready rims, aero tubing, integrated brakes. It's got the integrated handlebar and stem. So everything you're going to find on the newer generation Madones and road bikes that are out there. So a lot of neat stuff built into this bike. It's got your aero tubing seat post. It's Bontrager blender ready, so you can adapt all your Bontrager lights onto the back. You can mount the Bontrager lights onto the front. There's a little bolt hole underneath here that you can put your Garmin mount and your lights in there. That's all the Bontrager stuff. This bike has very low miles. It was a one owner. It was never raced. It's never been crashed. It's going to be professionally tuned. It's been professionally cleaned for the listing. But again, just a beautiful, you know, great riding race geometry road bike. 58 centimeter. Good for your taller riders, probably like 5'11" to about 6'1". It's going to be a good fit on this bike. You can see the chain rings and cranks are super clean. Ultegra, full Ultegra chain cassette, brakes, shifters. So if you have any questions, this bike's going to be on our eBay store, WaterBear Cycles, or you can look up waterbearcycles.com. But again, 2016 Trek Madone 9.2 carbon road bike, Ultegra 11 speed, retail price point $6,000, 58 centimeter. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Thanks.